Hey folks, Dolph Van Dale here, and I had a really great record store day. Went to two local record shops and found everything I wanted, plus a little more. I'm going to show it to you in this video. So this morning, I went to two local record shops. I went to Underground Sounds and Guest Room Records, and I only had two albums on my want list. There were a bunch of other records that I would have loved to walked away with, but money. So, but that's okay. I made the target. I targeted the albums that I really wanted, and then I go and then I keep my mind open to because Louisville has a lot of, well, our record shops have a lot of used stuff, and a lot of times you find some really great stuff there. And so I try to go with an open mind of what kind of treasure I might find while I'm there, because Record Store Day isn't just about buying Record Store Day albums. It's about supporting local record stores. And I feel like I said thank you to a couple of our fine record shops today. I'm going to go in reverse order though, just for the flow of the video. The second shop I went to was actually Guest Room Records, and boy, what can I say about that? That was hot. I had about a half-hour wait, and it was, I mean, here in Kentucky, you don't have to just deal with the heat, you have to deal with the humidity, and wow, it's swampy out there. At Guest Room Records, one of the things I got as I was leaving was a poster. I looked at it and thought, oh man, is that the Mystery Science Theater guys? Because I love them. But it's not. But that's okay. It's still in kind of the same vein as far as the artwork's concerned. It's cool. So I got that poster. So now I actually have some CDs to show. And I didn't expect to be picking up new CDs, but these were marked down so low, better than I'd seen them on Amazon. And I was shocked, so I thought, well, let me pick some of these albums up. And these are albums that I wouldn't normally, I mean, you can't get everything on vinyl. It's too expensive. So these are albums that I wanted, but maybe not quite enough to get them on vinyl. So first up, we got Cheap Trick, In Another World. And I've been hearing mixed reviews on it. Now, I broke open all 5 of these CDs and took strength and kind of skimmed through them. What I've heard of this one so far, I like it. Here's a track listing. But yeah, now that's not a. There's a good picture of the band. That's not a huge recommendation because, like I said, I've not had an active listen. It does come with a nice booklet with lyrics. That's a pretty thick booklet, and some pictures and all the good stuff. Not really crazy about these digipacks, but I guess they're okay. But yeah, the album, skimming through it, sounds like it rocks just fine to me. So I'm looking forward to giving that a deeper spin. It's Cheap Trick, In Another World. Next, Mammoth, WVH. Of course, this album is the first project coming to us from Wolfgang Van Halen. And this is not, he's not trying to be Van Halen, and I wouldn't expect him to. He's his own man, make his own music, and he does that. But there's some good stuff on here. And I got to reading about it. It appears that he played all the instruments and sang all the parts on it. And I think his dad would be proud. And it's got, so this particular one is a little different. It's got the CD, and then the book is glued in there. There's a good picture of Wolfgang and Eddie. And the song number 14 on this CD is Distance, which is the tribute song that Wolfgang released about his dad shortly after he passed. And man, yeah, it can get you, for those of us who have lost parents, it can get you kind of emotional. So there you have it. Mammoth WVH. Next, we got some front porch singing. Got some Oak Ridge Boys. I didn't know this album was out. It's not entirely gospel, but there's a lot of gospel on here. And it's good. Love the Oak Ridge Boys. Here's a track listing. If that will come into focus at all, I don't know. Anyway, it's got some great gospel tracks. It's got an a cappella version of Life's Railway to Heaven. And then they kick it pretty good on Rock My Soul and Swinged Out Chariot, Uncloudy Day, When He Calls. Yeah, great CD from the Oak Ridge Boys. Front Porch Singing. Now we're going to keep going in kind of the Southern rock vein. Got some Blackberry Smoke. This one was marked down so cheap, I thought it was an EP at first, but it's not. It's a good Southern rock album. Again, I'm telling you, I've skimmed these, so I'm telling you what my first impressions are off of a skim. So there you have it. Got a huge booklet with, of course, lots of pictures, lots of lyrics. So that's Blackberry Smoke. You hear Georgia. And got a picture of the band in the middle. Great stuff. And with this new camera, whether that track listing comes in or not, yeah, we'll see in the editing. Finally, from ZZ Top member Billy Gibbons, we got Hardware. And this sounds awesome too. Knew I wanted this. This is one that was, man, I looked hard. I had a vinyl copy in my hand and I looked hard at it, but I thought, no, we'll go with the CD on this one. There's the inside. No book on this one. There's 5 CDs for you. And I did pick up 2 albums while I was there as well. First one, I know I've seen this album in the VC. I'm not sure who showed it. Could have been my buddy Mega Jeff, but I think it was either Metal Ron Haggerty or Rob over at Black Star Vinyl. It's Rough Cut. Yeah, Rough Cut Wants You. And this is, I believe this is kind of 80s hard rock, heavy metal. Like I said, I know I've seen it being shown, but I got this at a great price, and man, it's clean on Warner Brothers. So now for the record store album that I got at Guest Room Records. What was it that I wanted so bad? Why was I sweating like that? Well, this is what I wanted. It's the Mighty Groundhogs. This is a blues rock band. I love some blues rock. I'm not that familiar with this band, but uh, their album cover, I just knew I needed to pick it up. Why? Because this album cover was drawn by the legendary Batman artist Neil Adams. And so I really wanted to pick this up just for his involvement. But that it's a blues rock band, well, that's just great. So this is going to kill some people. I don't buy records to keep them sealed. I'll save the hype sticker. I'll cut it out and put it in the sleeve. So here's the unsealed copy. According to the hype sticker, it's got like a postcard and a comic book insert. So let's see what's in it. Wow, there's a lot of good stuff in this. Here's the comic book insert. It's just a folded page. But that's cool. You can actually get a track listing off of this. So you get that. I think this is a sticker. Mighty Groundhogs. And this is a postcard. That all comes with this album. Here is the center sleeve. And it is on colored vinyl. Check this out. So, yeah. So, orange album. Or actually, that's yellow. Yeah, that's yellow. So, very cool. I have looked at this album for a few years and was thinking about chasing an original copy, but I'm cool with the repress. I think, in fact, I kind of prefer them. They're cleaner, They're so not as much damage to them. This is a great looking cover. Yeah, so I'm good with the repress. Now, I meant to show this before I showed the album, actually. So, who is Neil Adams? Like I said, he is a legendary Batman artist. This is a comic book that I had autographed. See his autograph right down here. This is one of his famous Batman covers, and I had him autograph this when I met him a couple years ago at the Great Escape. So, yeah. Great, legendary Batman artist, Neil Adams. Now let's back up and go to my first stop, because there was some great stuff at my first stop. I went in, found the album that I was looking for. I got the only copy of the Record Store Day album that I was looking for there. And then I looked through the used stuff and found some great used items. Found a CD. This is Truth Decay, T-Bone Burnett. I've heard about this album for a long time. A lot of people talk about it. T-Bone Burnett, as an artist, may not be that famous, but of course we know him for producing music like he was responsible for the "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" soundtrack. This is probably a little more rock, but so I'm looking forward to that. Truth Decay, T-Bone Burnett. Now we have the Chieftains featuring Ry Cooder. This is San Patricio. The Chieftains, of course, are a Celtic group, you know, based out of Ireland, and but they do tackle other styles of music, and I thought this looked like it could be a fun little adventure. Got a cutout cover. CD. Does it have a booklet? Does have a booklet. So the booklet folds out into a poster with the poster on one side, lyrics on the other. It's pretty cool. So this may be a mixture of Irish and Spanish music. Could be. I don't know. I should have spun it a little bit before when I was spinning the others, but I forgot. You know, maybe I'll spin it when I'm editing and tell you what style it is. Maybe right here. This is the Chief, Eddie Clearwater, and he is a blues artist. And I've had some of his stuff before. Here's some pictures of him. Great blues artist. Saw this and thought, well, I haven't picked anything up on the Chief in a long time. It's on a label I've never seen before, Rooster Records. How about that? This caught my eye from across the room. You knew I was going to go after this. It's Johnny Cash. Story of a Broken Heart. And so I looked at it. It's really clean. It's on Design Records. Don't know anything about that label. Might be a cheaper label like a Pickwick or something, because I've noticed that oh, well, it may be Dale because it says Pickwick right under Design Records. Sometimes I am so brilliant. Anyway, the reason why I had come to that conclusion was because half the album looks like it's Johnny Cash, and the other half looks like it's other artists like Frank Simon, Jan Howard, and Bobby Austin. That's usually how they do those type of albums. Then I saw this album. It was right behind that previous album, and I couldn't believe my eyes. It's a Record Store Day album. It's the Johnny Cash TV show, the best of. And yeah, got some great stuff on here, including some Roy Orbison, Waylon Jennings, the Carter family, Statler brothers, Carl Perkins, Lynn Anderson, Ray Charles, a lot of people on here. And it's like you can see, it's a Record Store Day. Now, this was a previous Record Store Day. This wasn't with the actual Record Store Day titles. You got the center sleeve. And this has got a custom. It's red on that side, blue on that side. But it is a custom centering, the Johnny Cash TV show. Very cool. And so yeah, that was coming home. We don't leave a whole lot of Johnny Cash behind, if you haven't guessed by now. So this was the big album I was looking for today. The Big Kahuna was the repress of Striper GDE. It's a record store day pressing that has a bonus track on it. Can't Live Without Your Love. And that, I believe, was only available on albums before this, was only available on albums that were pressed in Japan. Okay, so here it is. Yeah. Usual gatefold, that's what my other copy looks like. But this is a little different. I think my copy was black vinyl. This is, aqua. There you go. So, matches my hat. How about that? Don't know that I would have done it in this color just because it's not really a striper color. But it's cool. It's different. So that's what I picked up. And I came back home and I crashed and burned. That's why I'm so late getting this shot. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Kind of got bumped around a little bit here, but we'll wrap this up now. And for me, for Jake and Aretha, glad you stopped by. Until you come back again, peace.